Welcome back to Onshape. We're going to take this figure and we're going to modify it slightly. Going back to activity 1.2.5, we see we have another sketch. Now this one's a bit different than the last, and then instead of a hole that goes all the way through, we have a scoop instead. Now this is a semicircular shape or half of a sphere, so we have to use our tools and what we've learned so far to apply this. Going back to our original shape, we remember that we had the holes here. Now each one of these represents a through hole, but we need to change this to a scoop. Because of this, these shapes no longer help us. So I'm going to right click on the sketch and I'm going to delete it. I'm also going to delete this extrude. Notice that it's highlighted in red. That means there's an error here. That's because there's no longer a sketch for it to extrude. So I'll delete. We're going to create a new sketch on this surface to create that semicircular hole. I'm going to go to Sketch and select the face, and then I'm going to go to my front side view. So we're doing our sketch here. Now in this scenario, we're going to create a few pieces to make sure things work correctly. First, I'm going to create a line that follows the center. This line simply needs to be in the middle, and it only needs to exist. I'll hit right click and escape line. So we have a line here. Again, this line only needs to exist. It doesn't necessarily do anything yet. Now that we have this line, we're also going to need to create some circles. Using the arc tool, I'll be able to draw a semicircle. I'll put both points that I need on the line, and then I'm able to move it. I'll do this 3 times. Each time placing 2 points on the line and then dragging it out. Now I know the radius of these has to be 0.5 if we recall from our original shape. Or if we go back to review the directions for the assignment, we'll see that this should be a 0.5 radius. Therefore, we're going to use a radius of 0.125 to accommodate the 0.5 diameter. I'll go to my dimension tool, select the outside of the shape, and make it 0.125. I'll do the same here. Now I need to make sure that the center's in the correct positions. So I need to dimension again. Center to the edge is 0.5. And then center to center will also be 0.5. Now our lines still don't look quite correct. This is because we need the center of all of these to be on this line. In order to do that, I have to get a point on line. I'll select the coincidental constraint, choose the point, and then the line. Line and point. Line. Oh, made a mistake. We'll escape the constraint. Line and point. And line and point. Right click and escape coincidental constraint. Now all of these should be identical. I'll confirm. Now that we've confirmed, you see that we have 3 shapes that we need to extrude, but with an extrusion we would only cut a hole. The tool we'll use again will be the revolve tool. I'll go to my isometric view. I'm going to use the scroll wheel to zoom in to get a closer view, and I'm going to use revolve. First I'll select the face. For each one of these, I'll select the semicircle. Notice that I could select multiple faces, but I want to make sure I get the correct face. Next, I need to select the axis. That's the line that we originally created. We've been using this line for each of these. Now going back to our original diagram, I see this should go inside, but right now it's being cut out. This is still an additive method. I'll select remove to make it a removing method. Now I've cut a semicircle shape or a partial sphere out of each of these. I'll click to confirm. Our solid model now matches our figure.